Catherine, Princess of Wales, made a quietly powerful return to royal duties this week, joining Prince William for an unannounced visit to Charing Cross Hospital on Thursday, January 8th. The appearance marked not only the couple's first engagement of the new year, but also their first public outing since Christmas Day, and it carried far more emotional weight than a routine royal visit. From the moment Catherine stepped inside the hospital, royal watchers noticed something different. Yes, she looked polished and composed, but beneath the elegance was a story of resilience, reflection, and personal experience that gave the visit extraordinary meaning. Catherine chose to rewear a sharply tailored 1,200-pound burgundy suit by Roland Mouret, pairing it with a rich ruby red top from Me+M. The color choice was striking yet restrained, confident without being showy, perfectly suited to the gravity of the setting. Her accessories were equally thoughtful. She carried a chocolate suede small Hudson handbag by Demelier, a label that has become a firm favorite among senior royals. Attentive fans will recognize the bag from Catherine's Christmas Day appearance at church on the Sandringham estate, a subtle continuity that reinforced a sense of steadiness and reassurance. Completing the look were suede heels from Russell & Bromley, a well-loved pair she has owned since 2016, reinforcing her long-standing preference for timeless, repeat-wear fashion rather than fleeting trends. But it was Catherine's jewelry that carried the deepest symbolism. The Princess of Wales wore 3,200-pound Cartier Trinity earrings, a choice that immediately resonated with those familiar with her recent journey. She first wore the same earrings in January 2025 when she announced she was officially in remission following cancer treatment. The Trinity design, 3 interlocking bands traditionally symbolizing love, fidelity, and friendship, offered a full-circle moment. At a hospital, surrounded by healthcare workers and volunteers, the earrings quietly acknowledge the path she has walked and the people who helped her through it. Notably, Catherine also chose not to wear her engagement ring, opting instead for just her wedding band. The decision, likely in line with hospital protocol, added to the understated tone of the visit. Respectful, practical, and deeply human. Catherine and William are joint patrons of NHS charities together, and their visit focused on supporting NHS staff and volunteers during the intense winter virus season. As they met frontline workers, William greeted them with his trademark warmth and humor. "Happy New Year," he said before glancing at his watch and adding with a grin, "Can we still say that?" The light moment broke the ice, but the conversations that followed were serious and heartfelt. Catherine, who publicly revealed her cancer diagnosis in 2024 and completed treatment later that year, spoke candidly with volunteers who support chemotherapy patients. When one volunteer mentioned that patients and families often spend hours in the hospital, Catherine responded softly, "I know," before touching William's arm and adding, "We know." It was a rare, unscripted acknowledgement of her own experience, brief but deeply moving. She later described working in a hospital environment as quite a daunting experience, emphasizing the importance of ensuring that staff and volunteers themselves receive care and emotional support. William echoed her sentiments, telling hospital workers, "You should be very proud of giving your time." NHS Charities Together represents more than 220 NHS charities across every trust and health board in the UK, providing around £1.5 million in support every single day. The organization funds cutting-edge equipment, improved hospital spaces, staff well-being initiatives, and community prevention projects, work that has become even more vital in the post-pandemic years. Following their walkabout, the Prince and Princess joined a roundtable discussion with NHS charity leaders, clinicians, patients, volunteers, policymakers, and philanthropists. The conversation focused on how charitable giving can directly influence healing journeys, not just medically but emotionally. William has long championed the charity's work. During a previous engagement in March 2025, he visited the hospital in Reading where Catherine was born, marking 5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic and paying tribute to the charity's role in supporting staff and patients during the crisis. To date, NHS Charities Together has generated around $200 million to support those on the front line. After the visit, the couple shared images on their joint Instagram account, thanking NHS staff and volunteers across the UK for their tireless dedication and reaffirming their pride in serving as joint patrons of the charity. The outing was the first public sighting of William and Catherine since Christmas Day, when they attended church with their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, before retreating to family time at Anmer Hall on the Sandringham estate. With the children returning to school on January 7th and Catherine set to celebrate her 44th birthday on January 9th, the hospital visit felt like more than a diary entry. Elegant yet grounded, symbolic yet sincere, Catherine's appearance was a reminder that sometimes the most powerful royal messages aren't delivered in speeches, but in quiet choices, meaningful gestures, and a pair of earrings that say everything without a word.